Hello? Damn, this is some scary music playing right now. Ooh. Well, excuse me. Haven't used my voice in a minute. Baba Booey. So, it's been a while, once again, as usual. Once again, I'm like, oh, I want to start streaming more regularly. I want to stream more than once a month. Guess how long it's been since my last stream? It's been 4 weeks. Basically a month. So... so there's that. But I'm here now. I felt like streaming, so I'm streaming. And yeah, I haven't really been in the mood for streaming. The month of September really just passed me by. That was just such a nothing month for me. I was kind of a mess. I stayed up late and slept all day and didn't do much. Now I think I'm starting to get a little better. I think I'm starting to pick myself a little back up just a little bit. But then I almost streamed yesterday and then decided not to because I was not in a great mood, because I put myself in a bad mood by trying to do a bit of job hunting. Why are jobs? Why is money? I don't want to. I don't want to jobs. I just want money. Does anyone want to give me a lot of money for free? Any billionaires listening want to just give me enough money to never have to worry about money ever again? Please. Please, pretty please, I'm asking so nicely. Anyway, I do want to stream because I want to get through more of this game, and I want to get to a point where I can stream other games, because right now I just want to get through this one before I do anything else. And I want to continue this silly little hobby of mine, so I really would like to... I say this every time I stream, I'm like, I really want to get back into it, and then I don't. But the fact still stands that I would like to. Yeah, and anyway, you can see I brought back my old PNG tuber for this one. I just kind of felt like it, no particular reason. We're just vibing. Shout out to this music that's playing right now. Getting a lot of Rise from the Ashes on my shuffle here. It's fascinating. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I had things to say, but I mean, there hasn't really been much happening in my life. As I said in my last stream, I no longer have a job. That is still the case. I still no longer have a job. I'm unemployed. Really, in theory, I should have had lots of time to be doing all kinds of things last month, but unfortunately, I just wasn't doing very well mentally, and I was stuck in an awful cycle of staying up too late and then sleeping in too late and then feeling bad about it. I'm starting to get a little better. I'm hoping that I can get myself a little more alive this month. And yeah, and I wanted to stream today. I wanted to stream at some point this week. and I'm gonna have a busy weekend because it's Canadian Thanksgiving weekend. So my next opportunity to stream isn't gonna be until Tuesday, so might as well get one in now. I really want to know what happens in this game, so I want to stream more of this game. This game that is Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, of which I'm on the last episode, the last case, the last chapter. And yeah, if you missed my last stream, we got to the first, like, to be continued, right? We got to the end of the first part, I guess you could say. We got to the part where everything was on fire and terrible and our man fell off a bridge. That damn bridge. Our brave hero Phoenix Wright fell off the bridge into the gorge that kills you. But I'm sure he'll be fine, right? Everything's fine. But yeah, I should maybe turn off this music and we can just get into the game. No need to waste more time yapping. We can just get into the game, because I wanna get through a chunk of it. Excuse me, I'm reaching over to get my controller, probably getting closer to the mic and sounding bad and shuffling things around. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, I'm gonna get this done first. Where is my... Hello? Where's my USB? Oh, here it is. It's plugged into my tablet, because I was messing with my old tablet, which was occupying my micro USB cable. Okay, so... I have to get that little music overlay thing off. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, I don't want to stream for too late. I think, like, I want to try to end around 10 o'clock. It's about 8:30 now. I want to try to end in about an hour and a half. Might stretch to 10:30, depending on how I'm feeling and depending on when we reach a stopping point. But yeah, let's just get into it. Here we are. We are on episode 5, part 1-2, Investigation. And I believe last time we saw the beginning of this, and then I didn't save after that, so we're gonna see that again. I think that's what we did. So... let's see. Let's get into it. I am very eager to see what the heck is gonna happen next. This is, it's like, I don't know. I will just take a moment to say I have been a fan of this series since I think, let's say around September 2020. I was kind of like a casual fan at first, and then I like really got into it around early September 2020. So like a solid 4 years, and I never, like, you know, I say I'm a fan of the series. I only really know like the first 2 games, and now most of the 3rd game, and also the first Great Ace Attorney game, and a bunch of the 2nd now. And now I've also watched most of a playthrough of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, or Phoenix Wright versus Professor Layton. I'd never remember which order they're in. That game is crazy. I still need to finish watching that playthrough, but anyway. All of this to say, I have never seen the end of the 3rd game, so this whole time while I've been streaming the game, it's all been fresh for me, and it's very cool to finally see what the heck happens in this game. And this case especially has me like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? So let's jump in. Let's do it. We're doing it. Oh yeah, also, okay, did it save my place? I don't remember. I guess it saved my place from last time. We saw the little beginning. Like, it doesn't just jump. But anyway. here we are at the detention center with Larry Butts and Miles Edgeworth, our good old childhood friends, reunited once again. I'm as usual, I'm not gonna, I don't want to go too crazy on the voices for this. My voice is already a little rough because I like never talk, so, and I like didn't do vocal warm-ups or whatever, but I'm still like, I gotta do voices. I can't just not do voices. So I'm just gonna keep doing my usual kind of half-assed voices, because that's just what we do here, alright? So, I'm like not gonna be happy with how my own voices sound, which is part of why I'm hesitating to start here. You're late, Edgy. What took you so long? I don't want to hear it. I chartered a private jet to come as quickly as I could. Edgeworth especially gives me trouble. I don't know what voice I want to give him. I mostly just kind of feel like he sounds normal. Like, nothing really particularly interesting. I don't know, like, I don't know, man. But anyway, Larry's like, come on, man, what took you so long? And Edgeworth is like, I was literally out of the country. I took a private jet. Well, you should have chartered a faster one. Anyway, just listen. Something happened to Miss Elise, and Nick is Iris's bikini. Buddy, I think you're getting a little mixed up there. Just say something, Edgy. Before I came here, I stopped by the hospital and paid Wright a visit. Aww. I believe I have a better understanding of the situation than you at this point. Like, calm down, Larry. We all know I'm better than you. The murder victim was the picture book author, Miss Elise Donem. She was found by Wright and the head nun. The suspect is the temple's younger nun. This very suspicious young lady. Something is just, something is going on here. What the heck? Then later, while Wright was crossing the bridge, it broke and he fell into the river, and he died. I went to visit him at the hospital and he was dead. He's dead, he's gone, he fell into the river that kills you. The end. The hospital says that he'll need at least 2 days of bed rest. Just kidding, he's alive. Lol. How the heck did he survive? Yes, that's right. You got it. But they arrested her. My sweet little Iris. Could you stop falling in love with every woman? Just everyone. Slow down. Oh, and here I was convinced he was the one the police had arrested. However, I still don't understand what these 2 items are for. Items? What are you talking about? They're things Wright gave to me when I was leaving his room. One of them looks like an engagement ring. What does this mean, Larry? Anyway. Ooh, this is the first. Said some nonsense about being able to see into people's hearts with this. I'm so sad we didn't get to see this scene between Phoenix and Edgeworth. Like, oh my god. Hello? And the other... He couldn't possibly be asking what I think he is, could he? slapping my hand on my desk. Yes, yes. Oh my. I'm begging you. Iris's trial starts tomorrow. Oh my god. If Nick out of the picture, you're all I've got left. Are we just playing as Edgeworth for this whole case? Hang on. Hang on. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bring back my old PNG tuber for this, but hello? Hello? Now is the time when I should be using this one. Now is the time when I should be using this one. Hello? I'm the protagonist now. My turn. You're the only one that can represent her. Did I even read that last line? I don't remember. I got so caught up in the moment. Yeah. What did you just say? You know, represent, defend. What were you expecting? Oh, my throat is so rough. I don't talk like ever. I'm taking a sip. Why do you think I called you anyway? But because our old friend was in trouble and could have died, and I came here to see him, our good friend. I'm a prosecutor, Larry. A prosecutor. Do you understand what I'm saying? A prosecutor is a lawyer who... Don't talk to me like a kid. I graduated from junior high, you know. Don't worry about it. I promise I won't tell. Tell what? Tell... Huh? But I mean, I heard a paper badge had no problem fooling an entire court before. Oh, don't remind me. Oh, don't remind me. Oh, how could this country's judicial system have fallen into such decay? Please, Edgy. I really can't do Larry's voice. My voice does not want to go there. My voice does not want to give him the voice I want to give him. At least listen to her. Listen to Iris's side of the story. Oh, so right. Wasn't joking when he gave me this badge after all. Thank you for coming. My name is Iris. Edgeworth. Miles Edgeworth. I don't know if I can be of any help, but I will at least hear what you have to say about the murder. Question mark. Mr. Wright, how is he? Mr. Lorice said that he might even die. Mr. Lorice. Our good friend Lorice. Fortunately, he will be fine. Oh, Larry, you moron! How could you say something like that? He was badly bruised when he hit the water, but otherwise he is unharmed. Oh, thank goodness. But he's caught some kind of nasty cold. A cold? Running a high fever and is drifting in and out of consciousness. Oh. must be imagining things. This woman, I feel like I've met her before. Examine. We are in the detention center. What does Edgeworth have to say about all this? The camera is glaring at me. Something glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor, is what I was taught. Now, who taught you that one? Who taught you that?
Is something bothering you?
Oh, excuse me. Glaring at the camera. The card is glaring at me. If someone glares at you, it's only polite to return the favor.
Are you alright, Mr. Edgeworth?
Excuse me. That's it. Awesome. Awesome. No, I want to see what's in my court record. We've got a bunch of stuff in here already. We've got the attorney's badge. Received from Wright. He wasn't serious when he gave this to me, was he? Something about reading other people's hearts. What utter nonsense. There's Misty Faye. Wow. Iris's hood. Protects from evil spirits. So you mean she's not protected from evil spirits right now? How could you? How could you do that to her? Here's the temple map. With the good old bridge, which seems to be completely bare now. Excuse me. Oh, Cult! New Year's issue. And a photo of Elise.
The magic bottle.
Profiles. They're friends. Damn, nothing special to say about Gumshoe. He's just a detective, you know? He's just a detective. And they're friends. I don't remember how we became friends, though. Why am I friends with this guy again? Unknown age. Interesting. Well, you can't just ask a lady her age, I guess. And Iris. Now, where have I seen this girl before? Come on. It's gotta be something there. Anyway, Iris. Pardon me, Iris. I would like to ask you something, if you don't mind. I have the distinct feeling you and I have met before.
It must be your imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. After all, I hardly ever leave Hazakura Temple.
Hazakura Temple? What's that?
It's kind of like the main setting of the murder case. You probably should know that. It's a place where those who wish to boost their spiritual power come to train. You need to undergo some very difficult training to realize your inner spiritual power.
Spiritual power? Did you go to that temple for that reason as well? I'm trying to remember something here from the first game. I'm trying to remember, like, Edgeworth doesn't know about the spirit channeling thing, does he? His experience is just from his childhood with his father's murder case, where a spirit medium was used, and which was Misty Faye specifically, and was declared a fraud. And that was like the big incident in the backstory of the first game, and really the backstory of all the games, because it's the backstory of all the characters. It's a significant backstory moment for the Faye family and Edgeworth, and Phoenix by association with Edgeworth. So, sorry, that just all came back to me. Like, Edgeworth's sort of relationship with this whole spiritual world. I don't remember if it went beyond that one past experience. That's interesting. I guess that'll come into play here. Spiritual power. Because, I mean, he was saying the Magatama is nonsense. Which, you know, makes sense that he wouldn't know about it, because that whole, like, gameplay mechanic only came into play in the second game, where Edgeworth was just absent for basically the whole thing. Like, most of it, anyway. Oh, I'm just, like, trying to remember things here. We haven't seen Edgeworth in a while, aside from in the last flashback case, where we saw him when he was younger. When he met Dahlia, who looks suspiciously like Iris. These two identical girls who both have flower names. What could the connection be? Oh, there's so much to think about here. I've, like, barely started playing this, and barely started the case, really. The gears are already turning. Anyway, did you go to that temple for that reason as well?
No, I don't have any spiritual powers.
Really? What?
I don't need them.
What? What now? In that case, what are you doing at that temple then?
I've committed some sins. Sins that I need to pay for.
Okay. Okay, girl.
That's why I'm there, and why I continue to train. To purify my soul.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave it at that. No further comment. The night of the crime. I want to ask you about last night. The night of the crime.
All right. I helped to clean up after dinner and then went back to my room at about 8 o'clock. Later, I left my room to ring the lights out bell at 10 o'clock.
Bell?
We ring it at the same time each night.
I see. And then?
And then I was told to go to the training hall, but I went back to my room and stayed there.
Why didn't you go to the training hall like you were asked to?
I was frightened.
Girl, what? Hold on, I keep looking at my stream preview and the position of my PNG tuber is bothering me. I want to just move you over a little bit. So it was lining up too perfectly with the edge of the game capture. It was bothering me. It's still not great, but I feel a little better about it now. Anyway, frightened?
So I just stayed in my room and meditated until the murder happened.
There's more to her story. I just know there is. Maybe I should dig a little deeper. Frightened? You were asked to go to the training hall on the night of the murder?
Yes.
However, you didn't go. Because you say you were frightened. What exactly were you so frightened of? What the hell is this? Huh? What in the world?
Is there something wrong?
I'm sorry, it's nothing. It looks like she's not aware of them herself. Phoenix gave him the funny green thing that gives you supernatural powers and said, "Here, take this." Take this, bro, don't worry about it. These must be what Wright was talking about. The psycho locks.
They're called a psyche locks.
I believe he said that I need to present this Magatama item to do something. Well, anyway, any idea? So do you have any idea as to what really occurred last night?
I think it was the result of the tremendous spiritual power that was unleashed.
Spiritual power?
Yes, spiritual training has been a cause behind many great tragedies.
Okay.
This incident was just another example.
Iris, I'm sorry, but I can't accept that. I'm a man of science. I don't... Excuse me. I don't believe in spiritual power. I don't believe in spiritual power, says the guy who just saw some locks appear in thin air that no one else could see.
Yes, I understand. Most people don't.
And I'm certain that the thing that killed the victim was a human. Here's this picture of the victim, by the way. She was also a human. So please, answer me this simple question. Were you the one who killed Elise Donim?
No. I'm not the one who took her life.
Those psycho-lock things aren't appearing. I suppose that means I can believe that she's not lying.
What's wrong?
I can't believe what I'm thinking. And here I just finished saying that I don't believe in spiritual power. You sure did say that, buddy. It appears that's about all that you can tell me.
Thank you very much for listening to my story.
I visited Wright at the hospital before coming here. He asked me to take care of you. Now, what's this music? This music is familiar.
Me?
Yes, at the trial tomorrow. He asked me to defend you.
If Mr. Wright has that much faith in you, Mr. Edgeworth, then I will gladly entrust my fate to your capable hands.
Oh God, what have I gotten myself into? But before that, I have one question.
Yes?
Do you know, right?
Why would you ask that?
Whenever you came up in our conversation, you would begin to act a little strange. Again, why didn't we get to see this conversation? Man.
Mr. Edgeworth,
What is Mr. Right to you? Well, I mean, Wright and I haven't really discussed that much. I mean, right, I guess we're friends, He is a very dear and indispensable friend. Mm-hmm.
It was 5 years ago.
Oh?
That's when I deceived him.
Oh? You deceived him.
I heard that he was in a lot of pain afterwards because of what happened. I know what a weak person I am.
Okay, girl, calm down.
That's why I thought it was best if he never saw me again. I wanted him to just forget about me without learning the truth.
What is the truth? What is the truth? Well, if you ask me, Wright is still suffering. And until he learns the truth, I don't think he will ever be able to truly recover. Iris, it's not too late. Interesting. You should go to him. Tell him the truth. Yeah, go to him while you're locked in prison and he's in the hospital. I'll defend you, but only if you agree to that one condition. Listen, girl, I'll help you out, but only if you stop breaking my boyfriend, I mean best friend's heart. Okay?
All right, Mr. Edgeworth. I promise.
Very well. I'll do everything in my power to get you an acquittal. That's enough information gathering for now. I should head to the crime scene. Okay, so I guess it's not even giving me the opportunity to go back and do the psyche lock thing, so, I mean, I figure I need more information for that anyway, so... We gotta go to the crime scene. Unless we just do this now? I mean, I don't think we can... I mean, let's see. Oh,
I don't like to walk alone at night, and last night was...
What about last night?
Oh, nothing. It's rather silly.
So there was something special about last night, hmm? Looks like I have no choice but to break these locks. Okay, so... Wait, when do I... Oh, here. Present is here.
Take that!
Gotta remember how to do this mechanic. I was frightened. Yeah, let's see if we can get through this. It's only our first one of the case, and it's Edgeworth's first one ever, so... Since I have been handed this case, it is my duty to dig up all the answers. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. Okay, Mr. Poetic. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. Bro, how old are you now? 25? 26? You've been in court since you were 20? All your 5 or 6 years in court. I guess that's a solid few years. But... Oh? Hello, real Matt on guard. Thank you for following. What's up? Great username. Can't believe the real Matt on guard is here. Anyway. I will just keep going with this. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night? Yeah, sure, no hard feelings. It's all good. No worries, pal. I'm not in character. Anyway. Sorry, I got all distracted now. Yes, I swear, I already told you that. Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened. That's right. If that's the case... then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? What were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much that you couldn't even leave your own room? I should have saved before starting this. I don't even know if I have the answers. It was Phoenix! Hey, where's Maya? Didn't we last see her, when she was... I mean, she was headed to that like, training temple across the bridge, which then, like, went up in flames or something. I'm sure she's fine. I just noticed she wasn't in the court record is all. But I mean, we also don't have that other, nun bikini. So, you were afraid of yourself! You were afraid of Larry. I don't know. I don't really know if I have information. Let's just leave for now. Let's go to the bridge. Good old Dusky Bridge. Sure is cold, alright. So this is it. Dusky Bridge. Oh wow, it's you, Mr. Edgeworth. Now who's that? Oh, it's Gumshoe! It's Gumshoe! Hey, Gumshoe! Hi! Detective Gumshoe. Long time no see. Been about a year, or has it been longer? Actually, I am gonna save right now, just cause I get nervous when I haven't saved in too long. It doesn't matter, Detective. What does matter is why you're shuffling around up here. I don't know, maybe because he's a homicide detective and there's been a homicide? Maybe that's why? Oh, ouch. And there's that sharp left jab. My voice is so rough right now. I don't know what I'm doing. My brain is also not working at full capacity. Well, I'm happy to see you anyway, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, Gumshoe. Edgeworth treats him so poorly, and he's like, hey, it's my buddy, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, I love you, bud. I love you. Let me guess. You were transferred by HR to the local precinct? A wise decision. The vast amount of nothing up here should be quite easy to guard. Wow. I heard you were back in the country and arranged to come all the way out here. I came here for you, pal. Everybody was real nice. They even let me take charge of the investigation, sir. Oh, my voice. I need to, like, get into the habit of just talking more. I should start talking to myself. Or, you know, maybe, like, see if I have friends who'll get on calls with me, you know, do some, like, healthy socializing, or just talk to myself, you know. Maybe I'll just stream more often and talk to whoever may be watching. Gumshoe indeed. Like gum on your shoe, he's impossible to get rid of. Oh, Edgeworth, you love him. Don't act like you don't. You two are besties. Don't pretend you're not. I'm supposed to report on the details of the crime scene, sir. Anyway, here I am, Detective Dick Gumshoe, reporting for duty. Dick for duty, let's go. Great. Thank you, Detective. I thought Prosecutor Godot was gonna get here before me. That guy's a real mystery, I tell ya. Yep. Prosecutor Godot? Who? Who? Time to examine the bridge. So this is the bridge Wright tried to cross? Pretty reckless if you ask me. I'm amazed he survived the fall from up here. Yeah, he's one lucky guy, sir. Now I see how he managed to. Now I see how he manages to win his cases in court. Blind luck. I think dumb luck suits Wright just a bit better. Damn, Edgeworth. Hey, what's over there? Looks like a pretty good distance to that far cliff. Yeah, it's gotta be around 100 yards or so. Detective, that's not even close to 100 yards. Oh, well, I gotta admit I'm not very good at judging distances. And me too, Gumshoe. It's about 20 yards or so. Impossible to cross without a bridge, it seems. There's a little shack down that way called Heavenly Hall. A shack? It's like a rundown doghouse for losers that can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. What? Okay. Weird thing to say. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I'd call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. Oh, you want to know something really, really, really funny that I don't think I've mentioned on stream before? So, the city I live in right now is Ottawa, Ontario, Canada. And, of course, before I moved here, I spent some time looking around at apartment complexes and, like, alright, what's out there? What are my options? There are 2 apartment complexes in this city owned by the same company. One of them named Phoenix, and one of them named Edgeworth. There's the Phoenix apartments, and there's the Edgeworth apartments. So I could have lived in one of those if I wanted to. I could have rented an apartment in the Phoenix or the Edgeworth, which are 2 real apartment complexes in my city that are both owned by the same company. It makes me crazy. This little Edgeworth plushie that I'm using as my PNG tuber avatar right now, if you didn't know, I've mentioned before, this is a picture of a plushie that I own, that I edited myself to just, like, sloppily make it transparent and use it as a PNG tuber. One of these days, I really want to take this plushie on a pilgrimage over to Edgeworth Avenue and take a picture with the street sign, take a picture with the apartment building sign maybe, but I'm too embarrassed to do it by myself, and I'm too embarrassed to ask anyone to go with me, so... But yeah, that's the little story of the day, is that in the city where I live right now, there are apartment complexes called the Phoenix and the Edgeworth. just really something. Like, do they know? Do they know? Anyway. It's not such a great name, if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. Cute. Is there anything else here? I know there's the payphone, but I want to save that for last because I have been spoiled on some screenshots there, I believe. I could be wrong. Oh, Dusky Bridge. Some letters are wildly engraved into a roughly cut boulder. Yeah, that doesn't look wildly engraved to me. I don't know if the... Yeah, I don't know about that. Dusky Bridge certainly is an appropriate name. You need to get some glasses, Mr. Edgeworth. That sign says Dusty Bridge. Gumshoe, I think you need glasses. I can see how you read it wrong, though, sir. You're the one who needs glasses, detective. Try reading it one more time. You're right. It's Dusky Bridge after all. I guess whoever wrote this made a mistake. No. Yeah, the very roughly carved, wildly carved letters here. I imagine the original version, like pre-localization, had like the characters actually drawn on here and not just like shoved on beautifully typed out like that. I mean, like, they had the Heavenly Hall scribbled on there, so why not do the same for this? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Hey, it's a public phone! You don't see a lot of these anymore. That's true. Since we got one here, why don't we take a photo as a memento? Sure. Why not? Oh, darn it, I don't have a camera with me. I'm gonna go buy a disposable camera. I'll be right back, sir. What's so special about public phones? Why is he so fascinated by them? He's gone. He's gone to get a disposable camera so that we can take a picture with the public phone. Okay, bye, Gumshoe. Okay, hello again. Let's chat. What happened? I just got back into the country, so I don't really know much about the case, except I had an extended conversation with Wright in the hospital, and I got filled in on basically everything, and I also already spoke with the accused. But I don't really know much about the case. It's simple. Well, simple is as simple does, as they say. Oh, you've got no idea how much I missed that biting sarcasm of yours, sir. Okay, Gumshoe. Okay. Oh, I love it when you're mean to me, sir. Gumshoe, what exactly do you think our relationship is? Because I think there might be a little... Never mind. But seriously, this one's a piece of cake. There's a witness that saw the whole thing. A witness? Yeah, the bikini lady. Bikini lady? Here on this freezing cold mountain? Well, you should talk to her yourself if you want. You talk to her yourself. Excuse me. You should talk to her yourself if you want the details, sir. I may have to talk to this bikini lady. I mean, decisive witness myself. Dusky Bridge. So this is the bridge that Wright fell through. Yup, I can't imagine being that reckless myself. Look before you cross is how it goes, right? Or was that leap? And is there something on the other side? Yeah, some old building they call the Inner Temple. Well, we can't get over there without a bridge, sir. What? Nobody lives there, so it's usually not a problem. But someone was at the Inner Temple doing some training, and now they're stuck there. Yes, I heard that from Wright. It's Maya Fey. There's the Maya mention, finally. Oh no, her again. That silly little girl is in trouble again. Give her a break. Anyway, the air's really turbulent right now, so we can't do an aerial extraction. No one's gonna be able to reach the Inner Temple until tomorrow, sir. Will she be alright in this cold? So, how did this bridge burn down anyway? We're almost 100% sure it was lightning. Lightning? Well, anyway, tell me about Godot. So who is this Prosecutor Godot? Never heard of him. Yeah, he's a new guy. He looks like this. Isn't he cool? Showed up after you left the country. He's a complete rookie, but nobody can say a bad word about the guy. What kind of a man is he? He just became a prosecutor recently, but he's good, sir. Real good. If he's so good, how is it that I've never heard of him? I'm the one who's really good at being a prosecutor. Who the heck is this guy? Is he the lead prosecutor in this case? Or on this case, even? You bet he is. After all, you know who is right in the middle of it. You know who? Phoenix Wright, of course. some reason, Godot has really got it in for Mr. Right. Mr. Right has a new rival? Oh? Yeah, he seems to have some kind of a grudge. And what would be the cause of this grudge? I don't know. Maybe he made fun of his mask or something. None of this is making any sense. I'd better look into this Godot myself. Lightning. Telling me the bridge caught on fire due to a fluke bolt of lightning? Yup. Last night it snowed for the first time in 3 days. It's a little unusual for lightning to occur during a snowfall like that. But according to the weather data, lightning's definitely struck. Weather data added to the court record. I see. This is a very detailed weather report. Almost too detailed. Even has the exact time that the lightning struck the bridge. Oh, that? We got that information from the witness's testimony. Someone actually saw the lightning hit the bridge? Who is this witness? Sorry. I'll go ask one of the local cops later, sir. Oh, okay. Look at this. Huh? What's that thing doing on your lapel, Mr. Edgeworth? Is it really that odd? You bet it is, sir. Prosecutor wearing a defense attorney's badge? That's like a detective with a license to kill. You mean like a real cop? Anyway. Does this little thing hold that ominous of a meaning? I mean... I don't know, man. Tell me about this. Nope. This? Nope. This? I'm just presenting everything, see if anything happens. Oh. There's a lot we don't know about this victim. We don't know her real name or background. Don't know anything, really. That's rather odd. If she was trying to hide her identity, why would she become an author? Blah 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 blah. I'll bet it was just one of those things, you know? Probably never expected to get so popular. The weather data. Snow with occasional lightning strikes. Fascinating. Oh, excuse me, I'm just taking a break from talking to read this. Interesting. Tell me about Phoenix. Whenever something happens, this guy always shows up like he hasn't got a care. Like he doesn't give a fuck. In fact, you know what? Every time he shows up, I always wonder the same thing. Maybe somehow he's actually the cause of all these incidents. I wonder if Gumshoe has realized it yet. Realized what? Oh yeah, but you could say the exact same thing about him. The same thing about him. Typo spotted. Get them, kill them, kill them, kill the localizers. Tell me about yourself. Your face is more drawn out than the last time I saw you over a year ago. Yeah, you focus on my face that much? You look at my face? Why are you looking at my face, gay boy? Really? I thought so. No, wait. It's not so much drawn out as weary and tired, or perhaps just plain old thin. No, I thought that too, sir. My salary's been kinda on the low end. So yeah, my food options have been kinda non-existent. Off-brand chicken soup, off-brand spaghetti, off-brand bread, that sort of stuff. Ouch. I thought you were really into instant noodles last year. I got really sick of the stuff after a while, sir. Damn. Hey, how about Larry? He's supposed to be Ms. Elise Donim's apprentice or something. I see. Yeah, he drew a nice portrait of me. Huh? That's nice. But he made me pay him 50 cents for it. I'm sorry about that. This is such good dialogue. You don't seem very interested in him, Mr. Edgeworth. I really don't want to talk about him, that's why. Yes, we're friends anyway. Well, we don't know. Yeah, I already got this from her photo. How about Iris? I feel like I've seen this girl somewhere before. She wasn't from a prior case, was she? Nope, can't be. We did a database search with fingerprints and came up with nothing. Gumshoe, you were there too. You were there for that flashback case last time. Don't you remember her? I see. Just can't shake this nagging feeling. Well, everyone knows you are quite popular with the ladies, sir. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Maybe she's an old girlfriend that you sent to Dumpsville when you were younger. Detective, where did you hear such nonsense from? Me dating women? I didn't hear it from anyone. It's just sort of how I imagined. I'm so glad I like just decided to present everything, because this is just such good dialogue. I didn't hear it from anyone. Just sort of how I imagine you to be, good sir. Do I really inspire this sort of frothing desire from the female masses? Oh, it's so good. Anyway, Godot, question mark, question mark. I usually hear about promising young prosecutor candidates while they're still in school. I've never seen or heard of this person. I gotta admit, he's puzzling all right. Just appeared one day, big mug of steaming coffee in his hand. Sounds like an interesting man. Yeah, whole prosecutor's office is really into double espresso macchiatos lately. Okay. I think that's all there is to do here. I guess we go to the main gate now. And let's just do a quick save just for the hell of it, just because I like to save. Oh, hey Larry. Oh, excuse me, yawning. Yo, Edgy, what took you so long? Like, I kind of linked Yo and Edgy and made it kind of sound like he was calling him Wedgie. Yo, what's up, Wedgie? I'm so cold, my brain's turned to sherbet. I knew it was a mistake to race back to this country. Edgeworth is like, ugh, not Gumshoe, ugh, not Larry, ugh, what am I doing here? What do you mean? Wright is going to be fine, and the case itself isn't anything unusual. And I find myself taking a request to defend a woman accused of murder. Hey, wait a sec, hold it! Objection! Hey, Gumshoe. What's going on here, Mr. Edgeworth? It's hard to explain, but one thing led to another, and... What kind of lame excuse is that? And you call yourself a defense attorney? Well, no, I don't. Prosecutor Edgeworth is a prosecutor! That's why he's Prosecutor Edgeworth! Oh, I can't stop laughing. This dialogue is just all making me giggle. Prosecutor Edgeworth defense attorney, it just sounds plain old weird, pal. Right, Prosecutor Edgeworth? Since when do you call me Prosecutor Edgeworth? You're always just saying Mr. Edgeworth or Sir. Like, come on. Oh, I'm not sure what role I'm supposed to be playing anymore. That's my boy. That's my Edgeworth. I was just thinking earlier, Edgeworth is just like the character that got me emotionally invested in this whole series. I was just like casually into it, and then I got to the end of the third case, and then I got of the first game, and I got to the end of the third case of the first game, and then to the fourth one, and I was like, oh, okay, I love this guy. Okay, he's my favorite now. Okay, that's it, I'm obsessed. So, yeah. Yeah, I love this guy. I love this guy. Dude, Edgy. I don't see you for a couple years and your heart turns to sherbet. I'd say more like sorbet. It is rather cold here. Iris didn't murder her. Someone else did it. I just know it, okay? So trust me on this one. Ever the romantic, aren't you, Larry? Nevertheless, I'll do whatever I can to prove her innocence. At least until I pass the baton on to Wright, that is. Ooh. Have we heard this music before? I don't remember. Huh. Groovin'. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. I guess this is a new area. Time to examine. That must be the main hall back there. Brilliant deduction, sir! Oh, Gumshoe, you make me laugh. Are you trying to flatter me, Detective Gumshoe? Brilliant use of suspense to build tension, sir. Anyway, according to Wright, the head nun has some important information. Can't miss the opportunity to speak with her. This gate looks quite old, strong enough to resist the weight of time. That's the Mr. Edgeworth I know! You got a real flair for words, sir! I have always appreciated this kind of old, timeless elegance. That's exactly how I feel too. Take this coat, for example. Like a fine wine, it gets better with age. Even fine wine turns to vinegar and begins to stink at some point. Ouch. Ouch! I suggest you wash that atrocious rag you call a coat, detective. I can't afford dry cleaning. Bell. I can see a small bell tower from here. Hey, that just reminded me. Something I've always wondered about. Something tells me he's going to tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. You call a person who tells a liar, right? Hey, what does this have to do with bells? Oh, I see. So why don't we call a person who rings a bell a beller? Or truer for a guy who tells the truth. No, man, I'm not gonna get any sleep tonight. Gumshoe, I love you. I had no idea he was such a deep thinker. And, well, you do call someone who thinks a thinker. I suppose this type of thing is necessary up here in the mountains. Say, this just gave me a great idea. Something tells me he's gonna tell me what's on his mind, whether I like it or not. I've got an idea for a brand new invention. It might even make me rich. An invention? Yeah, a car that can travel on snow. Well, I'll call it a snow car. So, what do you think, sir? Would you go for a ride on something like that? Only after you take the first 1,000 test rides. Brilliant. Hello again, Larry. Let's chat. Tell me about Iris. Man, I'm telling you, Iris is so cute. Right, Edgy? You think so too, don't ya? Larry, I like men. What's wrong? Why are you so quiet? To put it simply, your comment has me highly concerned. Could it be that the reason you think she's innocent? Oh, come on, a girl that cute can't possibly be a murderer. Yep, there it is. I was right after all. I should never have come back. No, don't worry. I see things for how they really are this time. Honest. If I had a penny for every time he's said that. It's just that, well, Iris is a delicate flower. Can't force things too much, know what I mean? I have no idea what you're talking about, Larry. Oh, forget it. I didn't say anything. What did you mean by this? The night of the crime. Larry, where were you and what were you doing on the night of the crime? Larry? What? Don't tell me. You think I might have done it? What? Get lost. Go back to your chartered jet and get out of my sight, you creep. Get out! And I hope your plane crashes and you die. Oh, Larry. I'll ask just one more time. On the night of the murder, where were you and what were you doing? Just ignores all of that. Like, come on, Larry, work with me. Oh. Okay. 3? Oh, as I suspected. Psycho locks! You're just gonna keep calling them that, huh? I'm sorry, man. You know me, I just don't remember. My short-term memory is a wreck, dude. Okay... Look at this. Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day. Edgy, you've got to do it. You gotta save my little Iris. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. This is... I love the writing in this one so far. Like, this last case, really. Like everything so far today has been so good. I just love it. I mean, I'm biased because I love these characters, and seeing them interact is making me very happy. Making me very happy to see interaction between Edgeworth and Larry and Gumshoe, and like talking about visiting Phoenix in the hospital too. Like, I love them. I'm not gonna do that yet because I don't know if I can. You know anything about this? I refuse to look at anything that doesn't have a radiant or beautiful motif. Didn't even look. You know anything about this? Nope. Doing the present everything routine because I want to get all the dialogue I can and all the useful information I can, but mostly just all the dialogue. I still can't believe it. She was such a great person. But that someone's pinning this murder on my sweet little Iris. Edgy, please, I'm counting on you. Well, frankly, I was hoping you could give me a little more than that. Well then... I got it! I'll draw you a portrait! How about that? Since you're kind enough to offer... Alright. Okay. Okay. I'm sure, draw a picture of me, I guess. Tell me about the weather. No, nothing to say about the weather. How about Phoenix? He was a good guy. A real pal to the end. Larry, he survived. He's fine. He's gonna be fine. And when I look back now, I have nothing but good memories. What's with the past tense? He's not dead, you know. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, the guy owes me. After all, I saved his life. What is that supposed to mean? If I hadn't called for help so quickly, he would have died. No surprise, though. I used to be a security guard. Yeah, for like 2 minutes. It was all instinct, baby. Oh, he has a point. He called me pretty quickly, too. I think Larry's pretty good at motivating people. I just wish he would try motivating himself once in a while. Does it not look like he's motivating himself? He's like trying to become an illustrator. He like took an apprenticeship and everything. Come on. I will not stand for the Larry slander. There were some moments in this game where he was written not so well, but I still like him. When he sucks, it's the writer's fault, okay? And I mean, okay, he kind of sucks a little bit as a person, but only a little bit. Tell me about yourself. Tell me? All you have to know is to remember not to call me Larry anymore. What? I'm a new person now. I've been reborn as Laurice Donim. Alright. Fine, let me ask you something else then, Larry. Call me Maurice. If you don't, then I'll call you Melise Donem. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, same thing as with the picture. Yeah, sure. Paint me your portrait. Paint me my portrait. Anyway. Iris. I have a feeling that she's hiding something. Could be. After all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. Come on, Edgy. You were a guy once. Lots of girls are like Iris. You know I'm right. You were a guy once? What do you mean by this? Is Edgeworth not a guy anymore? I mean, damn, congrats to them on coming out. Well, you most certainly seem to have convinced yourself. Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute, you know what I mean? Still doesn't listen to others, I see. I guess some people just never change. You know anything about Godot? Nope. Alright, I don't know if we can do any of the Psyche Lock things, but I guess we can just go to the main hall for now. Main hall. Hello, Bikini. Bikini Sigh. Hey, hello there. So how are you feeling? Well, the Gumshoe's just following us around. Love that.
All right, I suppose.
Huh? I forget what voice I gave her.
Huh? Who is this?
Did I give her like a Western accent?
I feel like I gave her kind of like a Southern Belle kind of voice. I feel like that's the voice I gave her last time, right?
Let's just stick with that. My name is Miles Edgeworth.
My, a handsome boy such as yourself is always welcome.
Okay.
Oh, if circumstances weren't so tragic, I might just...
You might what? You might just what? Please don't call me boy. Wow, okay, Edgeworth. First Larry says you used to be a guy, and now Edgeworth says please don't call me boy? Okay. Okay, Edgeworth. Congrats on the new gender. I'm sorry to trouble you, but I'm looking for a woman in a bikini?
Well, you have found her. Now, what can I do for you?
I'm sorry, but I don't see any bikinis.
If you ask nicely, I might give you a peek, big boy.
Okay, get it. You're barking up the wrong tree, girl, but... Mr. Edgeworth? This is the head nun, Sister Bikini. She's the witness. Why didn't you tell me that earlier? Oh, this is exactly why your salary keeps on getting cut. Oh, my stomach's already growling in protest.
So, what's the latest about my beloved Iris?
Well, first, I want to hear what you know. Actually, first I want to examine. It's an altar with a giant Magatama enshrined on it. There are lots of candles lined up on it, too. No, I haven't had a birthday party for myself in a while. Aww. Aw, Gumshoe. Maybe you should blow out those candles over there to make up for that. Mr. Edgeworth, would you mind singing happy birthday to me? these guys, this is making me so happy. I love this. I love this.
Stop that! Cut that out! Please don't blow out the altar candles.
Oh, those silly guys. That thing sure casts a strong presence over the whole room.
This is the Lesser Magatama. It's a precious heirloom containing a great many souls.
That thing got ghosts in it? Huh? This is lesser. What is the greater one like?
The greater Magatama is displayed in the main room of Fey Manor. It's supposed to be shown at the Treasures of Kurain exhibit. But it was so large they couldn't bring it through the doors.
Okay. There's flowing script written everywhere on the walls. Oh man, I bet you'd have awful nightmares if you tried to sleep in here.
This is our main hall, so it's protected by a variety of magic spells and charms. They're all designed to prevent evil forces from entering.
So if I slept here, the Oogie Woogie Boogeyman wouldn't hunt me down for eternity? Alright! The Oogie Woogie Boogeyman. Does this guy think about anything other than eating and sleeping? Oh, it's a warm cat box. Where are all the cats? It's called a hibachi. It's for heating the room. Oh, look at all these ancient straw frisbees. Those are a type of zabuton cushions called enza. Why are you giving me such a hard time, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Why? Because learning something new might actually be a good thing for you, detective. Is that everything? I think that's everything. More Enza cushions in the corner of the room. What's that white piece of paper sticking out from under that stack? Beats me. Would you mind checking that for me, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, yes, sir. Here you are, Mr. Edgeworth. Looks like an old manila envelope. Yeah! What is it, Detective? This could be it! An ultra-important clue! A super special clue!
A clue!
I suppose I should read it myself, then. Looks like a letter addressed to Sister Iris. Tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall, unless you want your secret to be exposed. This sounds like a blackmail letter. Ooh. Nice going there, Mr. Edgeworth. Why can't I ever find clues like that? You're an ultra-important prosecutor. A super-duper prosecutor. Super-duper prosecutor. Well, I suppose it takes a super-duper kind of dumb to miss a clue like this. Oh, I love it when you insult me, Edgeworth. Come here. Hi, Sister Bikini. Tell me about the night of the crime. First, I'd like to ask you about last night.
Well, last night, we had an acolyte here for training. After dinner, the two of us went to the training hall in the inner temple.
She must be talking about Maya. Approximately what time was that?
I suppose it was about 9 o'clock when we left here. Training lasts all night long. It's extremely exhausting. Channeling Dojo's head nun must be in attendance at all times to keep watch.
Well then how come you didn't get stuck there on the other side of the bridge?
Wow, you're right. That does sound exhausting. Detective, this is no time for flattery. Sorry. Sometime around 11, you witnessed the incident in the courtyard. But your duty was in the inner temple. Why did you come back here? The way you're staring at me, I'm starting to get goosebumps. I'm starting to get goosebumps myself, but for a decidedly different reason. Oh, you get the chills pretty easy, don't you, Mr. Edgeworth? Be nice to me. What you saw. Alright then, I'd like you to tell me exactly what you saw in the courtyard. Must have been past 11 o'clock. God, no, I can't say it. It's too much for my poor heart. Hey, calm down, lady. Let go of my tie. Ooh. I saw two people. One of them was lying on the ground. The other one was stabbing her from the back with a sword. Okay. That's quite the illustration there. Did you see this criminal with your own eyes? I didn't want to believe what I was seeing, but it was Iris. You must have been quite shocked. Of course she was. Try putting yourself in her shoes. It'd be like if you were stabbing Mr. Wright smack in the middle of a courtroom. And I happened to witness it from the witness stand. I'd be pretty shocked too. Sure. Now, I know it sounds insane, but that's what I saw. When I finally realized what I was seeing, I screamed and then I passed out. Unfortunately for us, her testimony seems to be pretty solid. However, the idea of Iris doing such a foul act seems unnatural. Unnatural? Interesting choice of words. I need to stretch. Hold on. Oops, I didn't mean to press anything. Sorry, quick stretch break. I probably won't stream for too much longer. I want to cut it off by 10:30, so that's half an hour from now. So whenever we get to a good stopping point, I think I will wrap up. I don't tend to stream for too much more than 2 hours at a time, so we're already getting close to the 2-hour mark. So yeah, I'm gonna cut it off either when I hit a good stopping point or at 10:30, whichever comes first. So the girl I know simply isn't capable of this sort of foulness. I wonder what she means by that. Oh, excuse me, I need to yawn again. Why return? As the head nun, it's your duty to stay with the acolyte at all times, correct? Yes, that's correct. I know I may look strong, but the truth is, I've got a bad lower back. A bad lower back? Yes, it's especially bad in the winter. So bad that I can't even lift a bucket. You remember how cold it was last night? My bad back felt as stiff as frozen glass. I just wanted to take a nice hot bath to ease my aching back. Bath the back, blah 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 blah. That's why I returned to the main hall. So you left the disciple all alone? Don't be ridiculous, I would never do that. That's why I ordered Iris to go to the inner temple after she had rung the bell for lights out. Okay, so you did leave Maya alone for at least a few minutes while you were
trying to do the little changing of the guard. Yes, but she never went to the inner temple, did she? So did this head nun actually see Iris there? I think I'd better try to get some more details. How about the acolyte? So who is this acolyte that was to train at the inner temple? Name is Maya Fey. I treated her very badly, I'm ashamed to say. After she went through the trouble of signing up for the special course. The special course? It's a training session where you sit on a block of spirit ice and chant 30,000 times. You don't mean to tell me she's still doing that over at the inner temple, do you? Oh, no, of course not. You don't have to worry about that one little bit. Last night we still hadn't started the training session itself. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, dear, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Oh, I don't think I like the sound of this. You know that small girl? I believe she's Mystic Maya's little sister. Oh yeah, Pearl. Pearl is also here. Maya has a little sister? Well, no. She was a cousin, but anyway. Oh, you mean little Pearl? That's Maya Fey's cousin. Little Pearl? Edgeworth really hasn't met Pearl, huh? I thought she was going to visit Mystic Elise after we'd finished with dinner cleanup. I haven't seen her at all since late last night. Oh, so the child is missing. Okay. She's nowhere to be found. You mean she was with the victim? Oh, it's all the fault of my stupid, creaky old back. A little girl who was with the victim on the night of the murder is gone. As they say, the plot thickens. Are you not freaked out by the fact that a small girl is missing? Am I the only one who has my older brother instincts kicking in right now? Anyway, look at this. In order to see reality for what it truly is, we strive to break our attachments to much of the transient material realm. I guess you could call me an immaterial girl. I guess she lives in an immaterial world. What the world, huh, Mr. Edgeworth? Haha, okay. Can you tell me about Misty Fey? Huh. Ah, well, look what you found. That's the master of the Kurain channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fey. Hey. It's been nearly 20 years since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Oh god, it has, hasn't it? It was 15 years before the first game. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter. Who is this daughter? Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fey clan. But even I am not privy to information concerning the main family. Yeah, we just don't know. We just don't know who Misty Fey's daughter might be. Hey, how about this? Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection. Oh, I see. What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know. You want me to put this on? Put it on already. No, I can't. I was just... Ha 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 ho ho ho. It was like it was made just for you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh my god. What do you mean by that, detective? It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while. Is this some sort of Divine retribution? Things are just happening to Edgeworth. This whole case, things are just happening to him. He, like, got a frantic phone call, hopped on a private jet to hurry over here, and now things are just happening to him. Everything happened so much. The map. No, nothing to say about the map. Anything to say about this? About this picture. Well, look at that. I look pretty S to the Xy, don't you think? Yeah, absolutely. Up until recently, we've avoided exposure in such magazines. This time we had our reasons. Is that so? For example, well, why deny the world to such a sight, the sight of such a lovely face? So I definitely need to wrap up soon. My brain, my mouth. Elise? Oh. How could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault. Well, come on, lady. I don't think you need to take all the blame yourself. Quiet, what do you know anyway? Ouch, you're scary. That stupid 5 o'clock oh, wow, that stupid old coat of yours. You know, it's too bad you weren't the one that disappeared. Oh, wow. Oh, she is kind of sexy. Why does she have to take it all out on me? Her anger does seem a little manufactured. Can you confirm this weather report? No? Okay. What's up with this note? To Irish of Hazakura Temple. Salutation here. Damn, you didn't even edit the template? There is something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come, unless you want your secret to be exposed. Do you have anything to say about this? Do you know anything about this old, crumpled up letter? Is that addressed to Iris? Yep, clearly says to Iris on it. I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me. So Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. Okay. Phoenix? This man... His face betrays a life of suffering and great weariness of the world. Oh, okay. Sure. But even so, I can't believe that guy actually jumped into the river. Oh, think of all the fun things he might have enjoyed if he had just lived. He did live. Relentless spiritual training alone is no way to lead a complete life, huh? It sounds like she's got some major regrets she's dealing with. Perhaps I should let Gumshoe explain right situation to her for me. But hey, don't look at me like that. Do your own dirty work, sir. Okay, never mind. Hey, how about Gumshoe? Nope. How about Larry? This is Mystic Elise's apprentice, is it not? I think he might have a bit of a crush on me. Sweet boy, at any rate. Huh? Oh, I don't blame him. Sister Bikini understands the temptations of young men. Sure. I'm afraid it wouldn't be proper to abuse my position. I am head nun, after all. But in return, I did allow him to draw a portrait of me. Oh, I pray it was a pose that maintained your modesty, for everyone's sake. Nice to her. Let her be sexy. We already talked about Elise. How about Iris? You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the Inner Temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there?
Of course I saw her. Told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out.
So you're saying Iris came to the Inner Temple then?
Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I had Iris help Mystic Maya begin her training.
That doesn't fit with Iris's story at all. She said that she never went to the Inner Temple.
As they say, the plot thickens.
Right. Hey, do you know anything about him? Of course you don't. I'm just presenting everything. Hey, how about yourself?
It's all my fault. Me and my stupid back. Mystic Elise has been murdered, an important acolyte is trapped, and a little girl has been lost.
Yeah, you know, you really shouldn't be so negative. It creates bad karma.
Quite right. I need to do some more training myself, I think.
So true. Maya's still only 19. I forget how young she is.
She's a very important visitor, you know. An honored acolyte.
Honored? How so?
The Fae name is synonymous with the Kurain channeling technique. Therefore, she must be a spirit medium of great power indeed.
Now that you mention it, 1 year ago, there was a case that was about the master of the Kurain channeling technique.
Detective. I detest talk of supernatural dribble. I suppose now you'll say she has midi-chlorians. Okay. The reference? Okay, sure. Go off.
Still gives you the creeps, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
That's got nothing to do with it. How about Pearl?
Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone?
Well, we checked out her home and she's not there.
And she's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either.
Which means there's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be.
Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream?
Well, I hope not. Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? Wow, Edgeworth is like, I really don't want to think about the possibility of a young girl dying horribly.
I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Ironic. I became a pessimist only after I had the pleasure of working with you, you liar. Liar. You became a pessimist long before that, I'm sure. Perhaps when you were around 9 years old. For some reason. I guess that's all I can do here. Oh, the courtyard. Oh, I've got so much opened up to me. Should I go to the courtyard or should I stop here? I have passed the 2-hour mark. I do kind of want to do just this one more location, see what's going on at the actual murder scene, and then after that I'll wrap up.
And this is where the murder took place, sir. Other than removing the body, we left everything else untouched.
Thanks, detective. I'll just have a look around. Looks like the police are still investigating.
Oh yeah, by the way, I thought I'd better ask, just to be sure. Are you really gonna defend that nun, Iris, at the trial tomorrow?
Yes, I will. I gave her my word, and now I must follow through with my commitment.
Oh, well, in that case, I've gotta be careful. Gotta make sure I don't leak the prosecution's whole investigation.
Don't worry about it, Detective. Just keep your mouth closed, and I think most of it will flow out on its own.
Okay. You got it, sir. Now I'll make sure it flows out like water from a tap.
Yes, you do that, Detective. Just how much has your runny spout leaked over the years? Examine... what's up with this statue? So the sword from this gold statue was actually the murder weapon?
Sure is. It's called Shito, by the way. Nasty piece of work, sir.
Still blood on it. Suppose this is the victim's blood?
Yep, it's all over the blade. And speaking of all over the blade, fingerprints all over the hilt of Shito too.
Fingerprints?
Naturally, they match the prints we got from the younger nun, the defendant.
Fingerprints are on the murder weapon!
What's wrong? You're looking really solemn.
Is this how it is for right? Is this what it's like to be a defense attorney?
Yeah, I figure it doesn't feel really good.
To be honest, it feels more like it's detrimental to your health. The statue, the sword, a stepladder. The main gate must be just over that stone wall.
Ah, stone walls. I jumped over a few of those in my time. Most of them are good memories, but not all.
Detective, perhaps someone should introduce you to the concept of paucity of words? Damn, introduce me to that concept. I've never heard that word before. I'm Googling. So it's like scarcity, sparseness, the presence of something only in small or insufficient quantities or amounts. How do you pronounce it? Why does the Merriam-Webster website on my phone always want to pronounce like it like skips the last syllable? Anyway, it's paucity. And that was our language lesson for the day. Thank you, Edgeworth.
Ah, I just love skiing.
Really? You don't seem like the type.
Well, what about sleds? Sleds? Nah, a little too kiddie, you know? Messes with my hard-boiled image.
Yeah, sure.
What's with the silence, Mr. Edgeworth?
Is the world starting to go mad?
Gumshoe with a hard-boiled image? Sleds for kids? I like sleds, though.
It's a lantern. I suppose they light it at night.
Ah, something elegant about the light of a fire. At the end of each month, I always like to relax in my room by candlelight.
Does that have anything to do with your electricity bill being due? Detective, can you not afford to pay your electricity bill?
How did you know?
Yeah, I just had a hunch. What's this? What's this? Looks like a wizard's staff.
That belonged to the victim, Miss Elise Donem. Nothing strange or magical about it. Oh yeah, listen, this is just between us, okay, sir? Oh? Yes? What? This is top secret stuff. Don't tell anyone about this. Okay, I'm listening. Alright. Truth is, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a wizard. Oh. That's it? That's what you wanted to tell me? That's it! Oh, whoever wrote all this dialogue, I am shaking your hand. I am blowing you a kiss. Beautiful. Staff was made from a very strong kind of wood. What about fingerprints? Were there any on it? Just the victims. Okie dokie. It's been entered into the court record. Is that all we have to investigate here? Didn't even get a stepladder line from this. So tragic. We don't have Phoenix and Maya here to give us a stepladder conversation. Oh, almost missed that. The main hall of the temple is above us here. Hey, you're right. But I'm pretty sure the main hall didn't have a second floor. Hazakura Temple was built on a steep part of the mountain. The front and back part of the main hall are on different levels. Oh, that makes sense. Wouldn't it be easier to just to build the place slanted, sir? I fail to see how he can consider that to be an even remotely good idea. Well, okay. Well, I guess we can talk to Gumshoe here about the crime. The victim. Victim is the famous picture book author Miss Elise Donem. Entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. Estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon. The murder weapon. Victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? Victim's entire body was covered with bruises. That is strange. Yeah, what? The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a 2-story building. A 2-story building? It would be about the same height as that room in front of us, correct? Hey, you're right. Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth. You're so smart. Good for you. Good job. That just happens to be the room that Elise Donem was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed with the sword? Or, before? What happened? Now then, detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Okay, I'm yawning. I'm definitely wrapping up after this. According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, right after they'd finished dinner, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple. See, she's W because she's a witness, and Maya's just a green dot because she's cool. 10 p.m. after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. She's a scary red dot because she's the suspect. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple.
Diddly.
After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself in the main hall.
Yeah. Oh, the Inner Temple, huh? Like some more information about that place. Tomorrow's trial.
The trial begins tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? We already talked about this. I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get a hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement.
Oh, really? What? Huh?
What do you mean? Really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest.
Well, I intend to appear in court in the role of defense attorney. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor.
Yeah, I can see why. But I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is going to be that judge.
Yes, he certainly would remember my face, even after such a long absence. That's why I requested that another judge preside over the trial tomorrow.
Alright, he already took care of it. Just... done.
We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me at all. Is it gonna be that guy from the flashback? Is it gonna be our old Canadian friend?
Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone there made a big stink, sir?
There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing.
What? What is going on? Edgeworth, when did you do all this?
Yeah, don't worry. I've already got it all handled.
Wow, Mr. Edgeworth, I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull.
Okay.
Sure.
What is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at?
According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of Dusky Bridge.
The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple?
Nope, not a thing.
Nothing?
The side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there.
So the only thing there is the inner temple.
I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in.
Saying this so casually while we know that our dear friend is trapped there. Please be alright, Maya.
Gumshoe's just laughing, okay.
Should I be presenting anything new here? I mean, there's the autopsy report, no, there's the staff, I mean, we already talked about it, but...
Oh, so I think I might have already told you about this, but truth is, when I was a little kid, you wanted to become a wizard, right? Hey, that's amazing! How did you know that? Because you told me. So, what do you think? I'd make a really great one, don't you think?
We just had this conversation a little while ago, Detective.
But you didn't tell me what you thought.
The murder weapon. The sword represents the multiple branches that life can take, all ending as one. Never heard that one.
Know what I think about sometimes? What kind of life would I have had if I hadn't joined the homicide division?
So you think about that kind of thing too, huh?
Of course I do. Think about it a lot. Me as a traffic cop, as a detention officer, me as the Blue Badger.
Why can you only imagine yourself as a cop or a cop mascot? Bro, think bigger. I guess he doesn't have any plans to leave the force. That was like a sweet little moment from Edgeworth of like, just a like little peek into like, yeah, he thinks about it. He thinks about what life would have been if he had never become a prosecutor. What? Is that everything? I mean, child. What about Pearl? Has no one seen her at all since last night?
Seems that way. Apparently she hasn't gone back to Crane Village either, sir.
But it's true that she was with Elise Donim at some point last night?
No doubt about it. Ah! You mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Donim also...
Don't jump to any crazy conclusions. Ouch!
You sure have one mean punch, Mr. Edgeworth. Downright fierce.
How dare you suggest a child might be in trouble? I'm gonna punch you about it. Okay. Maya. I wonder if Maya's alright. I could never show my face to Wright again if something were to happen to her.
No, it'll be okay. If that ever happens, you can just show him my face.
How's that? Oh, Gumshoe, you're trying. You're doing your best.
I didn't mean it like that, sir. It was just a silly little joke.
I wonder if there's another way to get across to the other side. The support wires for the bridge are still intact, correct?
That bridge's almost 20 yards long. Yeah, I know I may look like it, Mr. Edgeworth, but I'm no superhero.
In any case, I just hope Maya's alright. Bikini. Is the witness? I saw the crime take place. Gonna be her testimony that'll be key. He's gonna be a witness in the trial.
None is as trustworthy as you can get. We got this one in the bag. Oh. I mean, I've always been on your side, Mr. Edgeworth, sure. So yeah, this is a pretty tight spot we've gotten ourselves into, huh?
Now I understand why Wright is always breaking into a cold sweat. Oh, I love it. I love it. I almost want to keep going, but first of all, I should be quiet because it's 10:30 and I don't really know how well my upstairs neighbors can hear me, and I don't know if they might be trying to sleep right now. And I also need to have my own downtime because I don't want to stay up too late. So I think it's about time to wrap up for the night. So that'll be it for now. Until next time, oh, it's so good. I'm so happy. I'm so happy with, like, I love the writing. I love the character interactions. I love Edgeworth being a defense attorney. That was very unexpected. I'm so happy. I love it. I love these games. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I'm here. I'm playing this. I love these games. I love these characters. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do for tonight. Stream has been going for almost 2.5 hours, which is a fairly long one for me. I usually do more around the 2-hour mark, sometimes less. I mean, I would like to do longer streams, I just don't know. I mean, I'm not good at managing my time, so... And I also, you know, should try to get a job. So, you know, unless I suddenly become Twitch famous and start making a bunch of money off of Twitch, I'm gonna need to spend time on other things. But I do want to keep streaming this game. I want to see it through to the end, and I will stream again as soon as I can. Hopefully not another month from now. Hopefully next week. I'll try to fit a stream in next week. I don't know when exactly, but sometime next week I want to stream. Hopefully I can do that. But yeah, that's all for now. Thank you for watching. Yeah, I don't know what else to say except that I really love this game. I'm really glad I got to play some of it today, and I will do my best to stream some more of it soon. Even though I have been a bit of a mess lately. I've been a bit of a mess for a long time at this point. I've kind of always been a bit of a mess, but I mean, man, I do miss the days when I was streaming regularly. I miss the days when I could get in 2 or 3 streams every week. That was awesome. But man, now if I could do once a week, I would really love to get to once a week. I'd say this every time. Every time I'm like, I want to start streaming weekly, and then I don't. And then I don't stream for 2 weeks or a month or 2 months or 6 months. But yeah, I really, really, really do want to get into a weekly schedule somehow, someday. My life has been like, I was working and that was taking up my time, and then I stopped working and then I got depressed, and now I'm here. And now I'm here just trying to pick myself back up after that and trying to figure out where to go from there. So that's that. So I need to try to figure things out somehow, try to get myself into a better routine. We'll see. For now, I'm just loosely planning to stream at some point next week, whenever I can, and we'll see what happens. If you don't see me again for another month, sorry. My bad. I wish I was better at this, at you know, living in general. But anyway, sorry for being a bit of a bummer. Life is just kind of rough, you know? But I like streaming, and I want to keep streaming, and I like video games, and I like Ace Attorney, and yeah. So... So we're gonna try to keep doing it. I absolutely want to see this game through to the end and get back to some old stream series and finally get to some games that I've been wanting to stream for like 2 years or more. But that's all in the future. And right now, I just need to wrap up the stream and relax for a few hours before I go to bed. So I'm gonna do that, okay? Okay, once again, thank you for watching, thank you for following. If you're watching this on YouTube, shout out to the YouTube watchers, the YouTube viewers, the VOD watchers. Y'all are cool too. And yeah, I'm gonna stop the stream, and whenever I stream again, I will see you again. I think that's it. Okay. Good night.